Great. Nikolai's been in charge for about 2 seconds, and he's already absconded. I thought Russians were meant to be brave. At least he has the decency to give me a few pointers on just why we have come to this particular cheese slice of Americana. That's fun for me. We are here to collect the elemental shard. Sounds a bit humdrum to me, but I'm sure it does something thoroughly useful. Ah, looks useful. Can't just leave this lying around. I always stand my ground, so sometimes I do have a little.
Power restored. Stand down. Facility status. No six gas leaks detected. Primary systems offline. Facility ventilation required.
What an interesting find. Ah! Is that the stench of death? Or is Takeo preparing his lunch? Target across. Very existence makes the others
Repairs required.
I confess to being less than impressed with the systems here. Clever little beast, playing against type. Adding this to my collection.
Ventilation system operational. Nova 6 gas leak contained. Primary systems now online.
Gentlemen, the camp is ours.
Attention intruders. Now you've done it. You woke me up. Report immediately to operations and explain why I should turn every weapon in this base against you. One nation, indivisible.
This looks slightly less useless than Dempsey. Who, pray tell, is watching from that screen?
Call me Rush. I'm the intelligence tasked with overseeing Camp Edward and the Broken Arrow program. Who are you? How did you penetrate the perimeter? And where are Purnell and his staff? Accessing files. Electric entity. Facility shutter. Oh no. I've been dormant for over 50 years. Who are you? Soviet? Cuban? Chinese?
German, but really more of a world citizen. What can you tell me about the elemental shard?
That item is locked inside the APD, and you lack network permissions, credentials, or even a decent story. You'll have to win my trust. Find the access codes and bring them back to me. Land of opportunity.
This gun is growing disturbingly light.
Code accepted.
Insta-kill.
Access the Project Toy Soldier. Sawyer authorization code required. 1 minute before access termination. authorization code accepted. McCain authorization code required. 1 minute before access termination. McCain authorization code accepted. Purnell authorization code required. 1 minute before access termination.
My body count doubled in the last 10 seconds!
Purnell authorization code accepted. Project Toy Soldier has been activated. Locate Sergeant AEAM for a live demonstration.
If it's a robot, can we really call it a live demonstration? I guess I should roll up my sleeves. Take your medicine, Edward. Great, no bullets left. Why does this keep happening?
0745.
The glow is gone.
Security clearance red granted. Red House countermeasure enabled.
Fetch me their soul.
Security clearance blue granted. Prisoner holding. Weapon storage unlocked. Security clearance black granted. Countermeasure enabled. Security clearance yellow granted. Yellow House countermeasure enabled.
Max ammo.
Security clearance gray granted. Operations weapon storage unlocked.
Is that ball like or merely electric stat? Well done, Edward.
Security clearance green granted. Greenhouse countermeasure enabled.
Nope. Sorry. I still don't trust you. Access denied to the American Imperial Life.
Show some respect for the hippopotamus.
You'll have to prove your commitment to Broken Arrow's core values before I give you the keys to the deal. Give proof tonight that our plan is still there. Broken Arrow core value 1. Pursue all avenues of science and invention. There is a particular Nova 6 crawler somewhere on the grounds that I need you to find. It's having an unusual reaction to element 115, and I would very much like to analyze it.
You are experimenting with 115. How much of my old research have you stolen? As Dempsey might say, show me what you've got.
You found the crawler. Good. Now escort it to the transfusion facility. Careful with it. The poor little guy is already at death's door. Better dead than red.
This is beneath me. Let's do it anyway.
Return to operations and learn Broken Arrow's second core value. I cannot tell a lie.
A machine that thinks it's actually a living person. Distant relative, Dempsey?
By now, you've noticed our work would cause widespread panic amongst the population if news ever got out. Which brings us to Broken Arrow core value 2. Preserve the integrity of our mission. As it happens, it seems another intruder has entered Camp Edward and stolen a canister of element 115. Locate the trespasser and contain this breach of operation security. Loose lips sink ships.
Another?
Is that a robot out there? An ADAM unit? Okay, check this. I'll give you the canister. Just don't let that thing murder me!
Return the element 115 canister to the transfusion facility, the arsenal of democracy.
Yeah, at once, Herr Rushman. Then you give us the verdammt shot.
Well done. You are starting to win my trust, but we're not quite there yet. Return to operations for core value 3.
Goodness me. How many of these core values are there?
When our director, Cornelius Cornell, founded Broken Arrow, his mission was to push back the frontiers of science, to conquer new horizons. Which brings us to Broken Arrow core value 3. Prevail over the impossible to open new worlds. To expand my knowledge and open new worlds, I require the installation of additional components. There is an extra server somewhere in Camp Edward. Locate and install it. Manifest destiny.
I've seen my share of new worlds already. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, I see you found the server. Be advised, nothing that you want won't be ready from now forward.
Why does everything have to be bigger in America?
server is installed, we need 3 authorization codes. Sorry, but Director Purnell set it out that way, so I'd be dependent on humans. It seems that for some reason he didn't fully trust me. Imagine that. I don't know where the authorization codes are hidden. I'm not even sure if you can find them. The base personnel knew, but good luck getting them to tell you.
They are not exactly our friends. When do they ever fight for us?
Code accepted.
Now I feel half drunk. Smells just like the weapons Master used to make. Don't worry, gun. This won't hurt a bit.
There's the first one. 2 more to go.
Weaponized flatterers. I doubt there's a Nobel Prize in that. Well, I hope that clears the air. I joke.
Warning. Authorization window expires in 1 minute. Thirty seconds.
What will you give me in return, Electric crawlers! Somebody's playing genetic bingo around here. me the elemental shot. Here. On the right track.
I thought that was my Twilight's last leaving, but thanks to you, it's just my flaws. Okay, you proved your patriotism. So, there's just one more value to go.
I think you stretch this out a bit, Rushmore. Just to feel...
What part of don't let it overheat? Did you not understand? And now the fifth and final core value of Project Broken Arrow. Prepare for tomorrow and humanity's future. For as long as we are prepared, humanity will have a future. By now, you may have encountered our ADAM units, artificial humanoids all around the facility. One of them in the interrogation area has a human life force trapped inside. It happened during the incident that shut down this facility. Don't
I have to admit, my curiosity is thoroughly piqued. How much more of this can my poor bubbles take? I shall resist the urge to make a Frankenstein.
Anyone can draw to be present. Robots stop here.
This feels reassuringly solid.
Light enemy stack.
Every time!
I'll leave the fear of us being upset.
That's a few less walking targets.
Excellent. Now be careful. That's it.
Whoa! Where am I? Why can't I see right? What's happened to me?
Deputy Director Peter McCain, this is Rushmore. Remember me? My new allies and I have brought you back. Yes, Director Cannell is missing, as are the rest of the Broken Arrow staff. Whatever happened, Chuck?
Fascinating. I take it you had access to our records before you became this.
All I know is that these intruders want access to the American Pyramid device.
Well, it's the elemental shard I'm after. It's not my fault if you keep it in your pyramid.
I have been testing them on our 4 values, Deputy Director. I have to make sure they can be trusted. I will, but first we need to free your life force from that ADAM unit. Intruders, honored guests, please locate a secret project of mine, the Elemental Orb.
Yeah, well, I suppose being trapped in a robot isn't all that pleasant. Or the ammo core! Ah! I've still got it! Swinging the sword is a little tiring, but wow! Is it ever satisfying?
Code is not accepted. Code accepted.
Fire sale.
That's it. The Elemental Orb. Escort it back to the interrogation area.
Care to explain why we need this thing?
The Elemental Orb was designed to contain and safely transport a human life force. It should provide Deputy Director McCain with a better vessel for his life force than that android he's been trapped inside. Freedom is not free.
Carpenter.
Two aspirin would call me in the morning.
That's ammo.
This is Speedrun. It worked.
I would ask what's the difference, but you probably have to be a disembodied soul to understand.
Oh, that was beautiful. You proved you understand the fifth core value. Report to operations. You know the drill. I just want you to know you've unlocked access to the APD. The elemental shard is yours for the taking. You've earned it.
I promise it will be put to very good use.
To open the APD, you'll have to complete the release sequence.
APD release sequence re-engaged. Warning. Life force transference process can be hazardous to your health.
I'm beginning to suspect that any so-called pyramid device should be left alone.
Voice print verified. Director Purnell, is that you?
Cornelius Purnell was a mortal name. It cannot encompass what I have become. If you must call me something before I destroy you all, call me Avogadro.
Warning. Threat level midnight. Entity has escaped containment. Failsafe protocol inactive. All personnel duck and cover. This is not a drill. Nuclear detonation in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Destructive weapon would barely register as a blip on my radar. Know this. You mortals will not claim the shard. It is I who will enter Agartha. I am the new dominant life form on this world.
Now say it again! Pyramids are nothing but trouble!
I wasn't.
Initiating life force procurement sequence.
This will stop me. You have no idea what I have become.
In a fire bomb!
What's the fight?
Warning. Electrical surge in storage reaching unsafe levels.
Insects will not stop me.
Initiating life force procurement sequence.
All you will achieve is to hasten your own demise. Your efforts are deeply misguided.
Shooting him does seem rather futile.
Warning. Electrical surge in lounge reaching unsafe levels. Initiating life force procurement sequence.
Operation.
That's 3 down. Only 1 more to go.
Warning. Electrical surge in diner reaching unsafe levels.
Stop this. You do not understand what will happen.
Initiating life force procurement sequence.
All you will achieve is to hasten your own demise.
Warning. Electrical surge in living quarters reaching unsafe levels. Life force canisters filled. APD recharge successful.
Get him back inside the APD. We have them now. Go to the central panel to initiate prisoner transport.
Entity successfully transported to Hanford site.
Rest easy, my friends. Avogadro is now safely contained in a Broken Arrow facility in Washington State. He's their problem now. We won, because that's what Americans do. We win!
Really? That's maybe a smidge hyperbolic.
You are now free to take the elemental shard. On behalf of the President of the United States, the Broken Arrow program, and a grateful nation, please accept this shard as a symbol of our appreciation for your honorable and faithful service.
Happy, Nikolai?